I'm back. My landlords are lovely people. So I guess I'm going to talk about this a little bit. This actually really ties into chat. So Wonder, how are you doing in these trying times? I've got a migraine and I've felt like throwing up for the past, like, geez, I want to say 48 hours. It's kind of suck. My landlord was outside for, oh, wait. Is that what's-her-face from the first game? It is. We're gonna knock her statue over. I love it. Let's see. Anyway, so I get migraines sometimes. Not always, not often, but I get them occasionally. And they suck, and I hate them. Okay, there's got to be a better way around than this. They suck. I hate them. I generally can't do anything about them apart from just wait them out and usually stream during them. This one's actually particularly bad. Less so on the pain side of things, and more so on the, like, just feeling shitty as a result of whatever. Oh, I guess this is the right way. Screw it. Just gonna take the damage and rush it. Okay, but yeah, Olivia Pierce, there we go. But yeah, so I've had a migraines just since yesterday, and it's just been not fun. My landlord was outside earlier doing lawn work, and we'd mentioned to them, you know, that I wasn't feeling well. And so my landlord, it's an older couple, and they're very nice. They're very lovely. I've never had better landlords than them. But so, knowing that I'm not feeling well, they're driving by and are going to... Ow. I failed one of the challenges, or just didn't get one of them. Demons using crusher traps, whatever. It's fine. I'm not even using sentinel batteries anymore. I don't even know what I'd use them anymore for. Okay. But yeah, so I don't feel great. And they're going to drop off Tylenol for me, because there's no Tylenol. Because everybody panic bought, like, all of it. And this wouldn't normally be a problem because I usually self-medicate with ibuprofen. Problem is, ibuprofen is dangerous.
Is the soul extraction chamber. We must make our way through into the top, where the pure Argent energy is exported directly to Urdak.
Oh man, I haven't seen the weird human soldiers in forever. Okay. But yeah, you're not supposed to have ibuprofen during the current pandemic. There's a possibility that it will... any anti-inflammatories is considered dangerous because it increases your likelihood of... I mean, I'm going to say possibly a cytokine storm, but that's probably false. So don't quote me on this. All I know is you're really not supposed to take ibuprofen at all, you know, right now. And so I can't take my usual medicine to, you know, take the edge off the migraine. And so my lovely landlords are gonna drop by and just dump, you know, a whole huge amount of Tylenol in a dish for me, so that I can not be miserable. So if we have migraines, we're stuck with it, kind of. Tylenol's okay. I think Excedrin? Wait, no. I have no idea. Excedrin's a blood thinner, so that might be okay. Don't truly do your research before you, you just blindly follow my recommendations here. I don't think I was able to get to that other side from here. Maybe I was. Oh, there's the tutor! I missed you too, man! I haven't seen you in like 5 missions. Let's see, what does ibuprofen do? Ibuprofen is an anti-inflammatory, which I guess exacerbates certain symptoms of coronavirus. Truly don't know, can't tell you. Normally it's used as a painkiller. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to go back. Unless we go through that? But yeah, so I don't know, I've just been a cranky, frustrated mess for a little while. Oh, there's a jump pad down below. I think I get it. Let's see. Up one more. I'm gonna take some damage trying this. I want to get over there, though. The hell? God damn it. Alright, whatever. Advil works great for your migraines, oddly enough. If I'm not mistaken, Advil is an ibuprofen. That's part of the reason why you should double check. Because I'm 90% certain Advil and, like, Motrin are all just use ibuprofen as an active ingredient. And so, yeah, great for migraines, but spooky if... Let's say ibuprofen thing's a Twitter myth. I'm not sure about that. Yeah, so I'm gonna be honest. My dad is a my dad is a geneticist, and he specifically is like working on one of the coronavirus studies, effectively breaking down the DNA and trying to figure out how to cure it. Hell if I know what the hell he does. My problem is I don't want to like share research papers because it's got my last name all over it. Maybe at some point I will legally change my last name to something slightly different. Shell's not happy about that idea. No. Got it. Okay, but so he specifically is very vehement about the whole don't take ibuprofen thing, and I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that it keeps your fever down, which you don't want to do. Because your fever is up for a very good reason with coronavirus. Let's see. So, it could be a Twitter thing, but, like, until I hear it from my specific expert's mouth that it's the other way around, I'm gonna stay away from it, just because, yeah, I don't want to risk it. Plus, like, if you've got alternatives like Tylenol, like, sure. Obviously, at the same time, I'm not going to be one of those crazy people that starts taking anti-lupus meds, because that's insane.
Processed souls for the Khan Maker's world. I assure you, this could be avoided with different leadership.
He wanted to be in charge. There we go. But yeah, Shell doesn't want me to change my last name to something stupid. She suggested her own last name, but I feel like that would be a victory for her dad. And her dad, I don't know. I don't like to give power to other people over me, if anything. Like, honestly, like, Shell's not even planning on changing her own name when we get married, so... If I were to change my legal last name, it would probably be... I don't know if it would be Wanderbot. That'd be really weird. I mean, unless I went for something kind of like Prince, the artist formerly known as... That's... I don't know. This is pure nonsense ramblings of a man that hasn't thought too hard about it. So let's... There we go. I've never chainsawed one of those guys before. I don't know if it was worth the extra... ammo cost. Okay, digging super shoddy for the armor. Excuse me. Get that.
Critical damage.
That stupid thing down. Alright. Why did I do that? I don't know. There we go. That's enough armor. That'll be fine. Vanderboost. Ha. Now, this is not the kind of thing that I'm going to leave up to Twitch. Nor am I really seriously considering it. Oh, I could have actually used this. Just like how I laugh uncomfortably whenever anybody suggests that I stream my inevitable wedding. And it's like, no. That'd be really weird and intrusive. Like, I'll leave that for people like Jake Paul. Me? I take my life a little bit more seriously. Okay. Trying to make you laugh. Please don't. Laughing hurts. Okay, this is one of the soul spires identified in the Argenta texts, built into the central columns of Necrovol. Although most soul spires are linked directly to Argentinur through a Hell Priest created Continuum Gate, this particular one is linked to Urdak, homeworld of the Makers. There's no Continuum Gate here, presumably due to the Con Makers' natural distrust of those under her charge. The Soul Spires were designed by the Makers to accelerate the processing of mortal victims into Argent energy, and built in secret by Sentinel slaves under the direction of the Order Deeg. This forced labor was a crucial step in fulfilling the Con Makers' desire for Argent, as beings from Urdak are unable to cross over to Hell's Dimension. Now, it's not so bad. Honestly, just talking in general is just kind of distinctly uncomfortable. But so is sitting around and doing nothing. So I'm just kind of in this, like, uncomfortable state today. Got him. I'll just take all the damage for those, just so I can get him done. Okay. Let's see. Got another secret right here. Got it. Party mode. I assume that makes everything explode into confetti. Let's see, does the migraine hurt directly behind your eyes? No, it's more back of the head. It's rare that I get the ones behind the eyes. And I find I usually associate those closer to eye strain more than anything
The
else.
suffering on Earth, the bloodshed, all of it for this. Once the soul is extracted, the husk of the human body will over time transform into the demons you fight now. The extracted soul that remains will power their world. The essence of hell.
Seems premature. Okay, so let's go get a bit of HP back if I can. Let's see. Recommend lowering stimuli. The problem with lowering stimuli is then I'm just miserable. My biggest issue with managing my migraines is they exist regardless of what I'm doing. Which means, more or less, I'm in this, like, state of just perpetual discomfort and mild misery. And the easiest way for me to manage it is to do something else so I'm not constantly just sitting there being like, ugh. Because that's what I was trying to do yesterday. And it sucks. Because I was just sitting there and I could feel noises. And so, like, one of my neighbors' dog was barking. One of my other neighbors was playing loud music outside, and I could feel all of it, and it didn't feel good. So instead, I'd rather feel something that I'm enjoying. Oh, shit. Okay. There he goes. I'm just gonna toss that in that general shit. Oh, come on. But, like, also, in general, I guess I kind of hate it when people tell me how to manage my own problems that I've been living with for ages, because it's like, you're right, but also you're not. And freaking... This guy. This is the only thing. That asshole is the only thing that's really exacerbating this whole business. I hate his I hate his guts. Oh, he's dead. Alright, there we go. But yeah, the problem is whenever I bring this sort of thing up, it, I notice this with a lot of people, no matter what the condition is. Like, even if it's not me, if you ever talk about a condition that you have on the internet, you're inundated with a lot of people that start offering solutions. So like, a long time ago, I was talking about dealing with seasonal depression. And I got a lot of people telling me how to manage my seasonal depression. Which... yeah, I would take... You want to just give me 2? If I swallow it, it shouldn't be a problem, especially if I go wash my hands. Okay, 1 second. Okay, I'm back with Tylenol hanging in my throat. It's actually really uncomfortable. There's the annoyance that people know how your migraines work. As in, searing pain type migraines are the only ones that exist. Yeah. Here, let's talk about this. Oh, I guess I did hit record. Ah, shoot. Okay, we're fine. I did hit record, so we're good. But yeah, part of the reason why I always have hesitation even bringing this up, I just had to kind of mention, because otherwise people are going to be like, why are you suddenly just shit at this game? I think I'm actually doing quite fine, despite everything, but... am I supposed to break these? Because it looks like I'm supposed to go through that. It wants me to go up. Ugh. Looking up hurts. Okay, I don't like that. Unless I'm supposed to hop in one of those soul vents. No. There's the climbing wall right there. That's what I'm supposed to do. So I don't think there was anything else in this immediate area. Ooh, there might be, but it's on the other side of the wall. Lore. Okay. I don't like these illustrations as much. There's considerably less Doom Guy. The Maker's need for essence is prime. Without it, they must suffer the monstrous fate of transfiguration and see their wisdom and faculties slither from their twisted forms. By the bidding of the Khan Maker herself, the Order of the Deeg has devised a method to improve and accelerate the production of Hell Aura. What once took eons for the savage beast to attain can now be accomplished in short order by our Gente intellect, and with greater efficiency and consistency. We constructed the Soul Spires, vast halls erected in the savage lands by our slaves and under the direction of the Order. Even though we raised a monument on their ground, Demonkind does not harry us during the assembly of Soul Spires, for the Khan Maker herself bartered a deal with the Dark Lord that rules over the Shadow Walkers. A bargain was struck. The demons would be given fresh worlds and souls to consume, bolstering their forces and expanding the corrupting domain of Hell, and the Makers would be granted access to the flow of Argent. The procedure inside the Soul Spires is thus. The captives are tortured until no semblance of humanity remains within them. Bereft of hope, the mortal soul is vulnerable and can be easily extracted. This Thus we achieve with a machine, or this we achieve with a machine, from the enlightened mind of the con maker herself, the Avulsor. Once the Avulsor has done its deed and the soul has been extracted, the victim's body is ejected into the wasteland, where, as before our cunning meddling, it becomes a demon over time. Okay, so I really want to finish this, because, like, nobody's a bad guy with the whole, like, conversation about, like, depression, migraines, and so on and so forth. The main issue is just, like, it's a vulnerability that I think a lot of people would prefer to not have. You know, talking about it openly gives people a lot of opportunities to, like, you know, kind of give advice and whatnot. And no, people do mean well, and it is appreciated that people would give advice. The problem is I just don't want to constantly cycle between people giving various home cures and suggestions, because that sort of thing drags on. I mean, even now this topic has dragged on a little bit, through no fault of anybody's, apart from my own, I guess. But it's easier for me to just say, I just need a painkiller, and then I'll be all good. So, I'll bite. How the hell am I supposed to get to this one? Or am I supposed to go to these pillars and drop down? That's actually probably the case. Yeah. I guess the only people that are wrong in these situations are the ones that are just jerkish about it. Whoops. Oh. Got it. Tyrant. How the hell do I get back? I guess I'm just going to jump down. That's good enough. I remember once talking about this somewhat openly while recording Warframe. Because I used to play Warframe not infrequently while I had a migraine, because it was kind of my comfort food game. But I had a lot of people who would chime in, more or less doing the, like, you're not experiencing migraine, you're not in debilitating pain. The only migraines are the ones where you're curled up in a ball and screaming. Which, like, I'm very glad I don't have those.
The demons only utilize a portion of the resources that come from the human soul. It was the Makers and the Sentinel Priests who discovered and unlocked the true power of the essence. They combined Sentinel and Hell energies together, refined it, and created Argent. With it they did wondrous things. Saved worlds from extinction, healed the sick, and gave infinite power to those worthy of it.
I remember to set up straight. That's actually one of my big issues with making things worse, is I don't. There we go. God, I love this mapping thing. But yeah, I've heard that specific mentality more than once in regards to depression, migraines, pain, so on and so forth, and it's always just super sad hearing people say that. QuakeCon mode cheat code. Oh, fans cheer and gasp as you rip and tear. Cute. Well, that sucks. At least there's health on the other side.
The Night Sentinels never knew of its existence. Built by Sentinel slaves, for a Maker can never set foot in Hell, nor demon in Urdak. Argent served a great purpose to the Makers.
Ocular migraines aren't painful, but they impede your vision. I get those very rarely. Those are the bad ones, because then I can't see what I'm doing, and I have to play really slow games, and I'm like, what am I looking at? Or I just go blind for a day. I've only had that happen twice. That was weird, and I didn't like it. We gather the volatile aura, and store it in vast reservoirs. There it is coalesced with wraith energy, and subjected to the infernal fires of hell itself. In the heat of the primal fire, the essence is loosed and captured for our gain. The final stage of the process is the dividend of the gains. Vast quantities of the essence are fed directly to Argent to power our machine and drive our engine. The rest is reserved for the Khan Maker. Though she may never set foot in the Dark Realm, she has devised means to teleport essence to the Holy Land. That which she calls Urdak, the domain of angels. Her use of the essence is unchallenged, for it was she and her court that gave us the design to capture the essence, and her payment is just. Got it. I'm at 25 extra lives, and I missed a secret. Got it. Arc file. We fought one of those yet. I'm actually not sure if we fought one of those yet. Okay, we did get it.
Machinery was not made without Hell's knowledge. A deal was struck with the Dark Lord. In return for access to more worlds for Hell to devour, the Makers siphon energy from the damned. It is an unholy union, and cannot stand any longer.
Yeah, so it's the burning dudes. I never got a good look at them, to be honest. Oh, it's an elevator. Alright, well, we got everything we needed. Oh, that's a new one. There we go. He should be on fire. No, I didn't actually get him on fire. Or, no, I did. Cool. Got him. And we're good. Probably should have glory killed him, but whatever. Hi. Here's what would have happened if I had rid the elevator all the way up. Ah. Worth a shot. Okay, back up to full health. Ooh, pretty little red tree. I am distractible. Okay. Well, that didn't work. I don't think I got it. I think I got the other one. Okay, we're up high. We got this stuff. Oh. That's a climb point. If I actually grab hold. Okay, there we go. Hello. Oh, gross. Oh, gross. Eyeballs. It's odd. Weird mutant eyeballs are one of the main creep factors for me. Hi. Shit. And I had so much HP. And then I stopped having so much HP. That's some more HP. It's not one of the eyeballs. I am pretty sure they scale up the damage in this game. Because I don't remember the basic shotgun being nearly as useful as this. Like, this late in the game in Doom 2016, that was actually one of my biggest complaints, was that, like, a lot of the starting weapons, the machine gun and the machine gun and the basic shotgun and the pistol were just kind of trash. And that I wanted them to be stronger late game so I could actually use them.
Get to the transmitter tower. If you can destroy it, the unrefined energy should be able to propel you into their world.
Oh yeah, what are the challenges? Kill more than any... Yeah, I'm not...
The tower is held aloft by 2 enslaved titans. Break the chains. Drop it into the well below.
That seemed reasonable. Okay, there we go. I might be able to get this after all. Didn't work. There's another one. Nope. Damn it. Okay, there's the blood punch. There's the HP. Ah! There we go. Cripes. Alright, fine. Chew on that. I'm not using the frost grenade anyway. Okay, one more. Okay. Oops. Okay, it's you. Is it me you're looking for?
Critical damage.
Kinda wish I could shoot his arm off. Because that would be sick as shit. Oh, that's fine. I'm so... Oh, out of ammo. Problem solved. Alright, anybody else coming? No? Is that it? That was it. Keeps making noise like we got more enemies. I don't see him.
You must break the chains and destroy the Argent transmitter, then ride the energy flow to Urdak.
Okay. I'm gonna get interrupted here. Which is good, because I want to do one more thing. Bye, dude. Enjoy your break. Okay, looks like we also have a secret the other direction. Over here. Not quite. Okay. I see the gate. I see the gate, but I do not see... Oh. I think we have to finish the process before I can get to the, secret.
The Carmaker is awakening the icon of sin. We must hurry.
See you later, broski. Seriously? Was that it? I guess that was it. Alright, do we have anything else on this level? Nope. Alright. Lots of waste. Okay, it actually looks like... There we go. One-shot stagger mode. Instant stagger mode. Ooh. All is good. Alright, so we don't get the challenge. But honestly, the challenges are like the one thing I kind of am apathetic about. It's the toys that I care about. Like, I don't need any more weapon tokens. Wait, seriously? I didn't get a single one? Oh yeah, alright, whatever. Yeah, 2 points are already maxed, and I think I got everything from the Doom Fortress as well, so like, I don't think it matters. I hope it doesn't. Get a toy, 12 demons in the air, and 5 Maker drones with precision bolt headshots. Yeah, one of them I'm not doing. It's fine. I am liking this visual design. I think the only travesty is that we didn't see more of this. Let's take a look. Big map.
Magnificent, isn't it? Now quickly, the Khan Maker is nearby. We must stop her before she completes the ritual and gains full control over the icon of sin.
Urdak. This is Urdak, homeworld of the Makers. A brief age analysis of the structures and architecture here indicates that this world is older than any other in our databases. Similarities can be drawn to multiple pan-galactic religions, indicating that the Maker's influence is not limited to Argentinur, and that over eons their influence is spread across the galaxy and potentially the universe. Some imagery is akin to religious icons in the Orion Cygnus arm of the Milky Way, an area which includes Earth. The name Urdak is common tongue in the Maker language, but can be approximately translated to the word for paradise or heaven in hundreds of different languages, further cementing the theory that the Makers have had a religious impact on mortal beings for millions of years. Despite their seeming godliness, the Makers have a past. At some point in their ageless history, there is a mention of the Father, a logical alien entity that endowed the Makers with their vast knowledge and technical ability. Analysis of Maker artifacts and scripture indicate that the Father may have been a singular being that split to form the Maker race, or instead transferred his incalculable power into the vast structure known as Urdak, which then birthed the Makers in perpetuity. It seems that the Makers, though exceptionally long-lived, eventually suffer some form of biological and mental degradation, at which point they undergo a process known as the Transfiguration, when they allow a voluntary death and resurrection somehow tied to the Father. This process may have been complicated or damaged in the recent past. There are no records of how the Father came to the Makers, when it was first discovered, or if it had any physical form before the makers. The first mention of the Father is in regard to a building named the Luminarium. It was a temple of sorts where makers would go to seek answers. The essence of the Father was stolen by one of their own, a maker referred to as the Seraphim. Who the Seraphim is, or what he did to the Father's consciousness, is unknown. Records show that one day the Luminarium simply ceased to communicate, and then a deep scan of its databanks revealed no remaining trace of the entity. Urdak itself exists in an anchor state, utilizing highly advanced dimensional shift technology to allow a static position at a subquantum level. This essentially inverts their position in relation to Hell. Both planes of existence are fixed outside the bounds of the known universe, a lower and a higher reality. The Khan Maker oversees all within Urdak, and now utilizes Argent energy to prevent the transfiguration.